It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's nice to feel so good about a meal.
You know, I love Kentucky Fried Chicken, but in its current form, it's really nothing more than just Zog Chow. Now, no disrespect to my man Colonel Sanders here. In fact, he once shot a guy, and I think that's pretty cool. But there is, in fact, a better alternative: Montana Fried Rabbit. Now, what is Montana Fried Rabbit? Let's find out. Now, this recipe is dedicated to my dear Uncle Ted, who actually lived in the state of Montana. He owned a cabin up in Big Sky Country, which I would describe as rather quaint. Now, my dear Uncle Ted was something of a visionary, and he would often spend his time hunting rabbits. And this recipe, which I'm going to share with all of you, is dedicated to the memory of him in hopes that it'll bring some good to the world, just like he did. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today, and I'm going to show you what you need to get started with your Montana Fried Rabbit. First, you will need one whole rabbit, cut up and quartered. I will demonstrate. Get a nice shot there. Now, what you see in this crock pot, this is very important, is chicken stock. So you are going to slow cook the rabbit in chicken stock on low for 8 hours, and then you can add in some spice. In here we have a chopped up onion and some garlic, you know, whatever fucking works. That's what you're gonna need. Now, for the flour mixture, you will need the following. You will need buttermilk, you will need flour, and you will need cornstarch, along with all the shit you see here. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, Nick, how much do I need of each spice? Well, let me tell you. KFC uses 11 herbs and spices for their food. I use 13, as you can see here. And as for how much of it you need, I don't fucking know. Like, honestly, their recipe is a secret. My recipe is just as much a secret to me as it is to anyone else, because I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. Just grab the shit, throw it in a bowl, mix it up, you know, whisk it together, do whatever the fuck works. Because, I don't know, just fuck it. Just do whatever. Alright, so, what you're going to need is a cast iron skillet with a lid. Now, do not season your skillet with seed oil. If I find out that any of you in the comments section, or if anybody in the comments section advocates seasoning the pan with seed oil, I will personally track you down. I will come to your house, and I will You're also going to need lard. Lots of lard. Now, this is very important. What you need before the frying is to commence is 3 separate dishes. The first dish and the third dish will contain the cornstarch and flour mix along with all the seasonings that you choose to use. And the third bowl will contain the same thing. However, the difference is with the second dish rather, you are going to want to include buttermilk. That is important. You absolutely must have that. So have it more or less just like this. All right, it is now time to actually fry up the rabbit. So in the bowl, you see we have the rabbit. It came out of the crock pot. It's nice, it's tender, it is ready to fall right off the bone. So that's how you know it's time to go and fry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece just like this, grab this piece here, and wow, that's hot. And then we're gonna take it and we're gonna dredge it in the flour here, just like this. You know, just Try to coat as much of it as you can, just like that. Then you're gonna mix it up in here, like this. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Then we're gonna do a second coat in the other bit of flour. Again, your hands are gonna get real messy, no big deal. Coat it nice and good. Then we're gonna drop it off a little bit and then in the lard, just like that. And we're gonna do that. I'm gonna wipe off my hands and then, you know, do it with the next piece of chicken. And then we're gonna cover it and, you know, just use the tongs that I have here. Well, you're not gonna use my tongs, you'll use your own tongs. But yeah, just turn it over and fry it up until it's golden brown. Then we're gonna put it on this wire rack here and we'll be back to show you what it looks like when it's done. Where do I put this bitch?
On the skillet.
Alright, now we're gonna take a look at what we have here. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Let's turn one of these over, oh my goodness. That just looks, oh. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take them out piece by piece. Now this is important. You need to have it on a wire rack, just like this, above a pan. That's the best way to have it drain properly. You're gonna let it rest. Very important, you're gonna let it rest. That smells and looks delicious, if I do say so myself. Well, here it is. We have the rabbit, mashed potatoes, stuffing, a nice glass of unsweetened iced tea, and a nice slice of shoe fly pie for dessert.
Dig in.
Alright, let's start with the main course. That is absolutely delicious, and it literally does, like, it's so, like, tender, it's so easy to chew. Yeah, that is fantastic. Well, I gotta say, that was a absolutely fantastic meal. 10 out of 10. I'd absolutely recommend everybody give it a try, make it. But for right now, I gotta head to the post office because I have some deliveries to make. And remember, kids, fast food culture and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. See you next time.